Welcome to We Love Dubai official channel, a place where stories come alive. Here, we share journeys of heart, humanity, and hope. Today's story is about courage, the kind that comes not from climbing mountains, but from facing the ones inside ourselves. This is a story of love, fear, and the family we hope will understand. So, settle in. Because this one is personal. The burden of my hidden truth had grown unbearable. Like a stone in my chest, it weighed me down with every breath. For years, I had danced around my secret, hiding behind smiles, laughter, and perfectly chosen words. I had learned to perform, to dodge, to disappear. But today, I chose to speak. The sun was beginning to dip behind the horizon, casting a golden hue over our home. The comforting scent of my mother's lamb stew filled the air, a smell that had always brought me comfort. But today, it only added to the ache inside. My father, steady as ever, sat in his armchair, his newspaper held like a shield. My mother, with her soft humming, laid out the plates, while my younger sister scrolled endlessly through her phone, lost in another world. I stood near the doorway, every muscle tense. My palms were clammy, my breath shallow. I cleared my throat. I need to tell you something. All three heads turned at once. Time seemed to slow. My mother's smile faltered slightly, sensing the shift. My father lowered his paper, his face unreadable. My sister raised one eyebrow, intrigued. I've been keeping a secret, I began, my voice barely audible. It's about someone I love. The air grew still. The only sound was the ticking of the clock and the soft clink of dishes. I paused, bracing myself. I've been scared to tell you because it's not who you might expect. My mother stepped closer, her eyes narrowing with worry. You're in love? Yes. I took a deep breath. And I've been hiding it because I wasn't sure how you'd take it. Because it's different. Different? My father echoed. How? I hesitated. Because they're not what you envisioned for me. Because I didn't want to disappoint you. There was a beat of silence. Then, unexpectedly, my sister said, "But if you love them, why hide it?" Her tone was blunt, but not cruel. Just curious. I swallowed hard. Because love isn't always easy. Sometimes it challenges what we think we know. My mother sat down slowly, her hands folding in her lap. Sweetheart, I may not understand everything right away, but I need you to know something. Nothing you say will stop me from loving you. I could feel my throat tighten, emotion rising like a wave. Even if it's hard for you to accept? Even then, she said softly. My father looked at me for a long moment. You've been distant, quiet, but now I see it wasn't anger, it was fear. I nodded. I didn't want to lose you. He leaned forward, elbows on his knees. You won't. I may need time to understand, but I won't turn away from you. Those words unlocked something in me. A door that had been bolted shut for years. Days passed. The storm had calmed, but the winds of uncertainty still lingered. The hardest part was over, but the next chapter waited. I sat on my bed, phone in hand, heart thudding. "They know now. It's time," I typed, hands trembling. The reply came fast. "Are you sure? I don't want to be the reason things get harder." I stared at the message, then typed with resolve. "They need to meet you. Really meet you." After a long pause. "Okay. Let's do it." The day arrived with quiet dread. My family was waiting in the living room. My mother wore her favorite emerald green dress, adjusting it every few minutes. My father sat upright, guarded. My sister tapped her fingers on her lap, glancing at the clock again and again. The doorbell rang. I stood. My heart felt like it was trying to escape my chest. When I opened the door, there they were, my partner. Eyes wide, hands shaking slightly, but there. "Come in," I said, stepping aside. My mother approached first, extending her hand. "It's nice to meet you." My partner responded with a nervous smile. "Thank you for having me." My father stood, offering only a quiet welcome. His gaze was sharp but not cruel, just cautious. Then, as expected, my sister broke the tension. "You're not what I imagined." A small laugh escaped my partner. "That seems to be a trend," and then something unexpected happened. A laugh. From my mother. A real one. It spread, tentative, unsure, but it grew. The conversation began, slow and careful. My partner answered every question with grace. There was no pretending. No hiding. Little by little, I watched the walls begin to lower. My mother's voice warmed. My sister leaned in, genuinely interested. Even my father nodded occasionally, quietly listening. And then, in the midst of a pause, he said, "You're good for them." That moment felt like a miracle. As we stood outside under the night sky, my partner whispered, "That wasn't as terrifying as I thought." I smiled. "I told you, they just needed to see you. They still seem unsure," they said, watching the house. "Maybe, but unsure is not rejection. It's the start of understanding." They took my hand, squeezing it gently. "Then let's keep going. Together," I nodded. "Always." My father was still seated when I came back in. He was staring at the empty chair where my partner had sat. I hesitated before speaking. "So, what do you think?" He didn't look at me. "They're not what I expected." I held my breath. "But different isn't wrong," he continued. "It's just unfamiliar. I'll get there." It was the closest thing to a blessing I could ask for. And for now, it was enough. Slow montage of the family dinner table. Hands reaching for dishes, smiles forming, laughter shared. Asterisk. In a city as diverse and vibrant as Dubai, every story matters, especially the quiet ones, the tender ones, the ones that begin in fear and end in love. Thank you for joining